Dear students, this is our 41 lesson and topic is reported speech part 3. Today we will discuss other rules of reported speech. Rule number 3. If reporting verb is in past tense, the tenses of direct speech when converted into indirect speech change. Now we will discuss past tense and future tense. Simple past changes into past perfect. Simple past changes into past perfect, or it remains unchanged. That means simple past remains simple past, or we can change it into past perfect when we change direct sentence into indirect sentence. For example, she said, but reporting verb should be in the past tense, just like this. She said, I took it home with me. So it's in simple past tense. Direct, we have used the second form of the verb. When we will convert it from direct speech into indirect speech, we can write it either this way or this way. She said that she had taken, that means here we have used past perfect, it home with her. Brought change in pronouns here and here, and also change the verb from simple past into past perfect. Or you can also write it like this: she said that she took it home with her. That means you didn't change the tenses. It was in past simple or simple past, it remained unchanged simple past. So both the options, they are correct in case of simple past tense. Let us have a look at this example. Tom said, I woke up feeling ill. Again, we have used simple past tense. Woke is the second form of wake. Tom said, when converted from direct sentence into indirect sentence, Tom said that he had woken up feeling ill. That means we changed it into past perfect, had woken up. Or here in this example, we haven't changed it. It has remained same. Tom said that he woke up feeling ill. Only we have introduced that, and we have made a change in the pronoun. I has changed into he. So both these options, in case of simple past tense, that you can convert into past perfect, or you can remain it, you can keep it unchanged. Both the options are correct. Or let's have a look at this example. Jim said, I didn't go to work yesterday. It's a negative, sentence, but at the same time, it's given in simple past tense, direct speech. And when we change it from direct speech into indirect speech, we can write it either this way or this way. Jim said that he hadn't gone to work the previous day. Yesterday changes into the previous day, and simple past, it changed into past perfect. Had not, hadn't, not, since it was in negative, so here also we use it negative. And the third form of go is go, went, and gone. Or you can write it down it as Jim said that he didn't go to work the previous day. Number 2, past continuous changes into past perfect continuous. We also know that present perfect continuous, that also changes into past perfect continuous, but past continuous also changes into past perfect continuous. For example, she said, we were thinking of selling the house. So past continuous has been used here, was or were plus ing form of the verb. And then when we convert it from direct speech into indirect speech, she said, we write she said that they, we change into they, had been thinking, past perfect continuous. So past continuous changed into past perfect continuous. So we have written here had been thinking of selling the house, because we know with past perfect continuous we use had been and in form of the verb. So past continuous changes into past perfect continuous. Then comes the future tense. First we will start with simple future. So in case of simple future, will or shall change into would, and accordingly if we have to make some change in pronoun or in time adverbs, we make that. But only first that there is that will or shall, it changes into would or should. For example, he said I will or I shall, both are correct, be in Paris on Monday. So it's in simple future. So we will write it, he said that he would be in Paris on Monday. So simply will or shall, it change it into would. Or have a look at this example. Bill said, I shall be 21 tomorrow. It's in simple future. So we will write it like when converting it from direct speech into indirect speech. Bill said that he would be 21 the next day, or you can write it he would be 21 the following day, because tomorrow changes into the following day or the next day. Similarly, future continuous, in future continuous, here also will or shall is changed into would or should accordingly. For example, she said, I will or shall be using the car myself on the 20th, 24th. She said that she, I changed into she, will or shall, it changed into would. She would be using the car herself on the 20th, 4th. And similarly, we say that may, in case of examples, may change into might, can change into could, and shall change into should. So these are these are the rules for changing direct speech into indirect speech. So if it is reporting verb is in the past tense, the tenses of the direct speech when converted into indirect speech, they change. As in case of present tense, we learned they change into different past forms. In case of past, two past forms, they changed into another two past forms. And in future tense, in simple future and future continuous, they here will or shall, it changed into would. But there are some exceptions to this rule. However, there are some exceptions. That means where the general rule doesn't follow. For example, we say if the reporting verb is in the past tense, the tenses of direct speech when converted into indirect speech may not change. But only if the statement, that means of the statement in the direct speech, is a universal truth or it is still relevant. For example, the teacher said to the students, the earth goes round the sun. It's a universal truth. So when converting from direct speech into indirect speech, we do not change the tense of the direct speech. The teacher told the students that the earth goes, it has remained the same, round the sun. Only what we have done, said to, because we know whether in this example or in other examples, said to change into told. But it's again in the same tense. Said to, it's in the past tense, and again it's here past tense. But when we look at this statement, that means the earth goes round the sun, direct speech, it's this tense has not been changed. The teacher told the students that the earth goes round the sun. It has remained the same. Or have a look at this example. She said German is easy to learn. So it's irrelevant, it is still relevant. So we won't change its tense. She said that German is, still is has not been changed into was, it has remained same. German is easy to learn. Or have a look at this example. Tom said New York is more lively than London. It's relevant, it's still relevant. Tom said that New York is more lively than London. No doubt reporting verb is in past tense, like we can see here, but still the tenses of the direct speech, they have not been changed because it applies in case of a universal truth or if the statement is still relevant. So this is for today. Thank you very much. Stay blessed.